Hi, welcome to my video. This is the Eclectic Male Witch. Tonight, guys, I'm doing a spell, and it's going to be called Bind, Banish, and Freeze. Something negative out of your life. Basically, you can use a spell. You have something negative in your life you want to remove. We are in the waning moon, so that's when you want to move things away from you. That's what we're going to do tonight. And what I chose to use, even though I don't really have a lot of this in my life anymore, just in case there is, I thought maybe I would do it just to phase out and remove anything else that might be in there. Basically, what I'm using mine for is for anxiety and worry out of my life. Now, you can use it for anything that you want to get rid of that might be negative, but for me, I'm doing anxiety and worry. All right. So what we got is a lemon, a piece of black yarn or string you can use for binding, domination oil to give you domination over the spell, make it stronger. Cloves for domination as well. Got my petition here. And I got my cauldron, but I have dragon's blood incense in there. Okay? So we're going to get started on this. So the first thing I'm going to do, guys, before I do anything else, I'm going to take my petition, and what it says on there, I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life, from now and this point forward. So mote it be. Now on the back I have my name and date of birth, but if you wanted to put something else in there, after you say bind, banish, and freeze, you can add whatever it is you're trying to remove, guys. So the binding part is bind it so it can no longer affect you, banish it so it's gone, freeze it so it can't come back. That's the idea behind this spell. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my petition and some domination oil. Now, if you don't have domination oil, you don't necessarily have to. You can use just cloves, but guys, it definitely make it stronger with your intentions if you do have this. So you can get this for about $10 online, or there's ways you can make your own also. So I just usually buy it. Eventually, I might make my own, but for right now, I'm just buying my own. So we're going to start by anointing the petition. All right. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life, from now and this point forward. So mote it be. Let's move it around a little bit on there if you want. And take this, put it in your hand. You need to put your energy into it, all right? Think about what you want to get rid of when you're doing that. Alright, now I'm going to set this back down for right now. Spray my hands. Alright, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my lemon. I have a little saran wrap right here to protect my altar cloth. So I noticed when I wash these, I might just start doing it by hand because it tends to shrink them. And I mean, I don't pay a whole lot for these, but still, I don't want to waste them, guys. So now I'm going to cut the lemon. I want you to see this. You want to go a little past halfway. Like probably, you don't want to open it up all the way. Probably about, see where the middle is? Probably like just down, just past like right there. Maybe 2/3 of the way. Alright? You can open it a little bit like that. You don't want to open completely because you're going to be resealing it up. You'll see what I mean. Alright. Now, I'm going to take my petition again. I'm going to take some cloves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'm using 7. You can use as many or as little as you want, really. But that's what I'm using. Now I'm going to take my petition, put the cloves inside there, just like that. And I'm going to fold this away from me because I want to remove something, guys. You're not bringing it towards you, you're trying to get rid of it. And I'm going to speak my intentions, alright? I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety, worry out of my life. Now, in this point forward, so mote it be. Just hold it and concentrate on your intentions. Put your energy into it. Now you take your petition, just set it right inside the lemon like that. Okay? Now I'm going to take a couple more drops of my domination oil. Set it right on top of the petition and the lemon. Okay? I want to waste it. It's getting low, so I'm going to use it's about 3 drops. Alright? After I put it in, I'm going to speak my intentions again. Okay. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life from now and this point forward. So mote it be. Take a few more cloves. I'm going to put them in there, okay? I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life from now and this point forward. So mote it be. Alright guys, now that I did that, I'm going to take this, I'm going to close it like this the best that I can, take my string. Instead, I'm not folding it, I'm going to be folding this away from me, so I'm going to take the string, I'm going to hold right here, my finger on one end, so it's just a little bit to the side like that, see? Now I'm going to wrap this around here, and I'm going to be binding this as I speak, and I'm going to speak my intentions, okay? So, I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety, worry out of my life from now and this point forward. So mote it be. And then I'm going to hold that end. I'm going to take the string, tuck it underneath right here, and then the other side I'm going to tuck underneath the string right there as well, just like that. See, I just bound that. It's really not that hard, so it's bound now. Now take a piece of, well, actually no guys, nope, sorry, I skipped a step. Alright, I'm going to take my cauldron, because I can't do that yet, because I got to work with this some more, so I don't know why you did that. I've done this spell similar to this before, but I was just thinking ahead, I guess. So I'm going to light my incense here. I'm going to place this right here, because I've got to work with this for a little bit, guys. Alright, I got this going. So now first thing I'm going to do is hold it in my hand and speak my intentions. Get the energy going. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life from now and this point forward. So mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life from now and this point forward. So mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life from now and this point forward. So mote it be. Hang on, guys. Don't want that coming undone here. I didn't do this last time. I think I'm just going to tie this, alright? So it stays on. Either way, as long as it's bound. I'm used to just tucking it under, but enough room left where I can actually just tie it. So that's what I'm going to do. Now I'll take the string and put it underneath. Alright. Now I'm going to take this, and I'm going to work it above the dragon's blood smoke. I'm going to speak my intentions counterclockwise. Alright? I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. Now I'm going to keep working this for another minute, guys. I really want my intentions to be strong with this. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. Yeah, guys, I can feel the energy around this thing now. It's like, yeah, definitely. Alright, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to wrap it in foil because it's going to have to go in the freezer. Open it up. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the shiny side. I'm going to face it in. So it's facing the shiny. You don't. I mean, the reason I'm doing that is keeps it away. I banish it, freeze it. It can't come back. So I'm just going to take the foil. Same thing. I'm going to fold it away from me as I put it in there. Just like that. And I'm still going to work with it for another minute, even after it's wrapped. All right. Mostly with the incense at this point, because I want the smoke hitting it. Alright. This might look foolish to somebody, but there's nothing foolish about this at all, I can assure you. This is a very effective spell. With your intentions and everything with it, guys, it really is. So, alright. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. Making sure the smoke hits every area of it. I'm going to work with my hands for another minute, guys, and then pretty much the spell will be complete. Alright? I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life. From now, in this point forward, so mote it be. I bind, banish, and freeze all anxiety and worry out of my life from now and this point forward. So moped it be. As you're thinking, guys, think about all the anxiety and worry. Think about pushing it into this. You're pushing it into the lemon, into the petition. You're letting it go. You're binding it, you bound it, you're banishing it, and you're freezing it. So just give yourself a minute to do that. All right. All right, guys. Well, it's pretty much complete now. I put my intentions into it. I used the right ingredients. Now the spell is complete except for one step. I got to put it in my freezer. And I'm going to do that after the video stopped. I have a chest freezer. I've got some other freezer spells that are still sitting in there, guys. So, all right. For now, get ready to stop the video. But first, of course, we got to go through this like we usually do. All right? Remember, guys. Oh, one more thing. You can use this on a person if you're being severely harassed or they're a threat to your family, friends, or somebody you know. Just be careful. Don't just use it for somebody for no reason, because it can come back to you, guys. Use it if it's really necessary. You can put names. You can do all that if you need to. But I'm not doing that. I'm using it for anxiety and worry for me, even though my life doesn't really have too much of that anymore. Just in case there's a little left. And it's an example to you guys. But I really did do this spell. So, alright. Remember, guys, everyone has worth, value, beauty, and needs to be loved. Everyone has worth, value, beauty, deserves unconditional love, unconditional acceptance, unconditional friendship, unconditional respect, guys. Just remember that. Also, if you'd like to make a donation to my channel, it'd be really appreciated. My Cash App is $Eclectic81. $ECLECTIC81. Also, my email, like I said before, you have a suggestion for a spell, you want to say hi, you just want to let me know how I'm doing, you can email me. It's the same as my PayPal address, guys. If you want to make a donation that way, you can either Cash App or PayPal or just an email. And my address is eclecticmalewitch@gmail.com. eclecticmalewitch@gmail.com. Alright, guys. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and click on the bell notification icon to be updated on my latest video. Thank you for watching my video. This is the Eclectic Male Witch. Blessed be.